Okay, guys, welcome. Justin Halliday here, CashFXPowerTeam, global partners. Hello, welcome to the call. I just want to start by saying, amidst all of the controversy, the confusion, the chaos going on in the world, things are operating here pretty smoothly at Cash Forex. We've gotten through all of the payouts this weekend, which is great. Everybody's been paid. The operation is running smoothly on the back end. We've got the right team in place, and so we're grateful and we're blessed to be in the position we're in. Today's webinar is a special webinar. As you know, about 2 weeks ago we launched the Global Partners. About 3 weeks ago, I guess, we launched the Global Partners Facebook page, and so today is sort of a hybrid webinar. We're going to be doing sort of an overview of the bot. We're going to get into some training. For those of you that haven't had a chance to purchase the bot yet, we're going to show you some of the features and benefits of the bot so you understand how it's going to help you duplicate, guys, that's the key word, duplicate your business and get it in front of more people. So we are fortunate today to have co-creator, owner, and really one of the main guys building these bots behind the scene. We've got him allocated with us for just about 60 minutes today. For those of you that haven't had a chance to speak with him or meet him yet, that's Mr. Stewart. Mary Stewart, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm really good, thank you. Great to see you on the call. Great to see so many people on the call as well. It's awesome.
Yeah, we've got 60 people on here right now. If you guys are watching this live on the Facebook, just do me a favor and drop a comment. If you have any questions as we're going through this, we can try and answer some at the end. We'll do a short Q&A, but I'll also be coming back and answering any questions that's in the feed. So whether you're in the chat on the Zoom call or you're in the chat on the Facebook Live, let us know where you're tuning in from. We've got people coming in from Cyprus and Southern California, South Africa, UK, really all over the world. And so this, again, just to clarify, if you're catching this on a replay or one of our Vimeo channels, we're going to cover what the bot is, the features and benefits of the bot, why we think everyone in the team should have this bot, and what it's going to do to help you, again, ready, duplicate your business. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to you, Stuart. I know you have some great things to share and show. I'll be following along and right here with you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Justin. So let me get things set up. I'm just going to turn my camera off and share my screen, and then I'll take you all into it. I'm very excited to be able to share with you everything we're doing here. So let me just get things up, so to speak, even with two screens, the old multitasking. All right, here we are.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I just want to make sure that everybody does understand. Again, for those of you that are joining, we're going to get a lot of different people coming in here. And so I want you guys to understand one of the benefits of being a part of Cash Forex is the fact that we really do have a team of highly educated and experienced professionals that are working the Forex market. And if you understand how Forex works, you'll understand that even though the stock market and the crypto market and the futures market and all of these other global markets have seemed to taking a massive hit because they're going into this spiral of a bear market. People are all selling. The Forex market is different. There is no bull market or bear market. It's pairs, currencies that are paired up against each other. And when you're dealing with a company like Cash Forex that has the right technology and the right algorithms and the right strategies, that's why we see these percentages continuing to come out. I think today we were a little over 1%, which is still amazing. I think Friday we were over 2%. And as you know, our disclaimer is in any real type of trading environment, we'll never guarantee what the percentage is. Past performances can't guarantee what future profits will make, but we do know that we have a real operation, and just kudos, hats off to the guys over there. But that's it right there. That's the key word, duplication. And so back to you, buddy.
Thanks very much. Cheers, Justin. So I'm just going to recap only a couple of slides just to make sure everybody's on the same page, because I can see a lot of people on the call here today have already got the chat bot, which is awesome. So we're going to really go into a bit of a deep dive into how the bot works so that you guys really understand the functionality here, because this is what's crazy, right? This is where it blows people's minds. You look at what you have going on in Facebook. Most people just use things like Messenger just to chat with their friends, send each other memes, photos, videos, all that kind of stuff. But actually, we've really built a membership site within Facebook Messenger, and we've built on the back of the whole chatbot platform a whole marketing system, marketing funnel. So it really does blow people's minds when you start to understand it. So I'm going to do a deep dive into that today. But I know we've got some people who perhaps come into this completely fresh, completely new. So I'm just going to open with some of the key features of the platform before we dive into it. And as Justin said, we're going to run a Q&A at the end as well. So, and I'll even do a live demo just showing you some of the functionality. But let's dive into it. So duplication is the key. The three main features that we deliver here within the bot that helps you duplicate. So number one is we embed your chatbot link, or you embed your sign up link into the chatbot. So it means that as prospects engage with your link and engage with the bot through the Facebook page, through the CashFX Global Partners page, that they will effectively be able to sign up directly via your link through the chatbot. Secondly, and this is really powerful, and it's been great to see a number of you who have already got the bot taking advantage of this, is the fact that the platform sends you instant notifications. So when the prospect clicks on the link and engages with the chatbot, not just once, but at different points during their interaction with it, right up until the point at which they want to sign up, you get notifications through, and they come through instantly onto your phone through the Messenger app and or through your computer. I always advise have the latest Messenger app downloaded. Have also take full advantage too of messenger.com, because that's where you can essentially access your kind of inbox in Messenger. A really how do you put it? Really with a great user interface. So if you don't use messenger.com, do that as well. Just go to there and log into your Facebook account. So you get these instant messages through. So it means you know when somebody is taking action, which is really powerful, because we all know if you're engaging with somebody and they say, yeah, I'm really interested with that opportunity, stuff gets in the way, life gets in the way, people don't always take action, and people don't always take action straight away, even when they said they would. So when you get that notification, it's a great prompt to follow up with them. And then the third one here is the company information, that you're effectively buying into a product where it's always going to be compliant to the company's message. So it will give you direct access to company information, or it'll be approved information through the company, through Justin, through the team. So that's always reassuring to know, particularly if you've got somebody joining your team and they don't really know much about the business. They don't necessarily have to learn all about the business. They can just use the chatbot and let the chatbot explain the opportunity in the right way. So that's those three key things there. The fact also is it works offline as well as online, so that each one of you who has the chatbot gets your own branded QR codes. I'll show you later in the call where you can get those from. Some people have found it easier than others to find those, and we'll certainly do things to make it even easier, which we have already. But I'll show you at the end of the call how you can get those really easily. Alongside that, you've also got posts on the page. So we've got some really exciting news to share with you around that today, because the platform, as in Facebook, measures who are the top fans. So I've done a review of that in the last 24 hours to see who the top fans are, see where all that sits. So there's some really exciting news to share with you later on in this call around that, which you will be very pleased to hear. And some of the things that Justin is talking to us about, I'll tell you, you are in the best place with the best team and some of the best leaders that I've seen, not just in CashFX, but across the industry, who are really forward thinking and really focused on growing this as a community, and very much thinking about how it can help you and how it can help the people you're bringing into the business. And And so later in this call, Justin will elaborate when I get to those particular slides on some of the things we're doing, because it'll just blow you away, and you really are in the right place. I mentioned notifications. That's a key part of it. So this all works where you share your link and you get a notification through from the platform, and they don't just come through at once, so you get multiple notifications. So on this one here, on the left-hand side, it's when they first subscribed, and then you can see on the middle one, it's stage 3 when they're looking to sign up. And I have to say, we are
I lost you on the audio, Stuart. I don't know if it's just me. Can anybody hear Stuart?
Can you hear me speaking now?
Yep, there you go. You're back.
It did. So at what point did you lose me?
30, not even 30 seconds ago.
Okay. So did you hear me talking about stage 3? Yeah.
You just started talking about that next notification.
Okay, cool. Excellent. Thanks, Justin. So essentially, you get notifications at different points in time. And so here at stage 3, this is where they're looking to sign up into the business. And we've set these notifications up. They've evolved over time. So for example, you don't even need to open this notification to get the gist of what it says. So you can see these notifications, popping up on your phone in the background, and you can see it's stage 3. You can see who the prospect is. So straight away, you know what's going on without even opening up your phone, without even opening up the app. So this is really, really powerful, because you can see exactly who's taking action and when without even picking up your phone, which is phenomenal. I was just saying before I got cut off that we do have some limitations, because I know some people have said, oh, wouldn't it be great? Could you give us their email, their profile link, their phone number? All that stuff exists in Facebook, but it's all permission based. So Facebook can't provide that information to us as a matter of course. What we can provide is their name, and we can provide their link, which is their profile link. And certainly, and kudos to those people that have done this. I've had people contact me, team members who are on this call as well, contact me, who have received a notification from the platform when we've been testing it, and my name will be up here. And I've had guys not realizing perhaps who I am, reaching out to me, basically asking if they can help me get on board with CashFX, and doing exactly what we're saying, which is, use this information. You know what the person looks like. Find that person on Facebook, drop them a quick message, say, how's it going? Can we help? Do you have any questions? Blah, blah, blah. Basically reach out to them, because if you've got a notification through, particularly if it's gone to stage 3, they're interested. That they're looking at the business. So that connection from you helps solidify, if you like, that relationship. So kudos to those people that have reached out to me. It means you're using this exactly as it's intended. So what else is it? At that point, it's really down to you to close the deal. So this is how powerful the notifications can be. Here's some of the core benefits, but let me, rather than going into all of this, let me let's get stuck into the training, because I know there's lots of people here who really want to understand how you can take advantage of this powerful tool, and how you can really utilize this for your benefit, to be able to bring more people into CashFX. So this is the plan as to what we're going to go through. There's really 4 areas that I want to cover off on the call today. So the first one here is to show you 3 different scenarios around how you can direct your leads into your chatbot, because it's not just about sharing a link. We've created different entry points that allows you to essentially always be recruiting, always be selling, or always be reaching out there to the people you're interacting with, so you don't ever miss an opportunity to bring people into your chatbot. Second thing here is to show you the 3 different ways in which a prospect can join CashFX. So whilst you can bring people in different ways yourself, there's actually 3 different ways that somebody can join. And so I want to explain that, because then you understand how powerful the bot is, but you also understand kind of how it works, some of the mechanics of how it works, because I know this is kind of new technology to a lot of people, and therefore it's important that you're all clear on what it does and maybe also what it doesn't do. Third thing is how you can access your chatbot links, and apologies, there's 2 hands there, and your QR codes. So how you can access all of that, and I'll show you there as well live on how you can do that. We've made that now really easy for you to get access to that directly through the menus now. And then finally, I'll show you how you can learn more, how you can ask questions, and how you can get support, so that we can essentially support you guys in the best possible way. You can see, as Justin introduced at the beginning, I'm basically from Botsy, and I believe my co-founder Shane Horton's also on the call here now. And obviously, this is all what we're doing is all powered by the Power Team as well. So great to have this partnership we're working together on. Quick update before we move forward. I know a number of people reported, and it was a bit like, I dare say, the dreaded C word. I won't use that word. It's it's everywhere on the media these days. Who's sick of that word already? Put a yes in the chat if you're sick of the C word. Anyway, just to give an update, the bug that people were reporting over the last couple of weeks, and this kind of grew as more and more people downloaded the latest Messenger app, which Facebook did a massive release of that a few weeks ago. And what unfortunately crept in on that was a bug, and that bug impacted on our chatbots. Yes, Brian, definitely sick of it too. So what's great news is we had confirmation in the last 24 hours that that bug is now being resolved. What it was causing was people were clicking on the Get Started button and nothing happened sometimes. And also people sometimes were getting the wrong response when they clicked on the link. Other things would kind of fire back instead of their bot. That's now resolved. So we're expecting that we'll now be back to where where the platform's working exactly as we've built it. Obviously, if there's any issues there down the road, we can raise that through our support, which I'll share with you at the end. But good news, that's sorted. And it was highly unusual as well. I mean, Facebook went live with a brand new app where they literally stripped out about 80% of the code from the previous Messenger app. And quite clearly, they stripped out too much code. So that's what happened there, but it's now fixed. So let's take you into it. 3 different scenarios on how you can direct leads into your chatbot. And so let's take you into each one of these. So the first one is you simply can share your link. So your link is generally cashfxglobalpartners.com / and whatever you've chosen as your link. So it could be your name, it could be whatever other word you've chosen. So it's always on first come, first serve. Typically, right now, everybody's getting the choice that they want. Sometimes we have to revert to their backup choice. But literally, once that's gone, once the your name bit here is gone, then it's gone. Someone else has got it. So this link automatically launches your chatbot. That's the really important thing to emphasize here. So you can be doing this through your phone, you can be doing this through your computer, however you are out there in the market prospecting. Clearly, there are all these different social media channels that you can go out on. There's blogging platforms. There's a million and one places that you can either share your link or you can prospect to find people who are interested in some of the unique benefits, features of CashFX. And as Justin said at the beginning, with all the chaos and confusion and everything that's going on in the market, CashFX is a great product that's not being impacted by the falls we've seen in the stock market or in crypto over the last week. So it's a great time to put that out there. And there are so many places you can put it out there. So you put your link out there, it will automatically launch your bot. Obviously, as well as we have the swipe files, and the swipe files, we're actually going through a bit of an upgrade at the minute, but you've got already over a month's worth of content there that you can be sharing in different categories. And all you simply do to access it is to message the word swipe or swipes to the CashFX Global Partners page, and you will then be able to access that content, and it then delivers that back directly to your phone, directly to your computer. So give you content that you can share out there to find people who are interested in having your link. Second way here is to share your QR code. I know with that C word, maybe it's not as easy to do that now with networking events and live events being postponed or cancelled. But ultimately, there's other ways you can do it. Just meeting up casually with friends and people who you know that are kind of safe and stuff. So there's still ways to do that, and you can do that just by having a QR code on your phone. And that way you can share that easily. They simply scan the QR code, and that will then again automatically launch your bot. So it goes into exactly the same place. It's just another way of launching the launching your bot effectively. So you can do that meeting up face to face, but also you can put that on printed material. So you can put that on business cards. You can put that on flyers. You could do leaflet drops. You can put that on posters that you put in your area where you live. There's all manner of ways in which you can do that, where you simply give a call to action and have people scan the QR code. So the QR code, like I said, it automatically launches your bot and works consistently across the platform. There were some issues, like I say, with this Facebook bug around the QR codes. That should now be fixed. If there are any issues, and QR codes, by the way, do need testing, we recommend that you test them before you go to print with them. Test them across multiple devices. Sometimes weird and wonderful things happen with QR codes. If that's the case, then and it relates to some of the graphics we've given you, well, we'll reproduce the graphics with a different QR code, test it with you, and then you've got something that you can rely upon. So if there are any problems there, let us know. And like I said, through our support channels, which I'll share at the end, so that we can manage that effectively with you. But everybody right now who's got the chat bot will have two different types of QR codes. You'll just have a plain one, like I shared on the previous slide. So you get a plain one like this, and then you'll also get one that can go onto a business card or go onto your phone. So obviously on your phone, that's how it looks, and it works exactly the same way as any other format. You simply show it to someone, they scan the phone, and job done. The third way. Now, we actually kind of had this slightly up our sleeve because when the Facebook bug came along, I was seeing that we could introduce this as a workaround. But actually, I've used this very effectively myself in the past in order to have ultimate flexibility on how you can bring people into the business. So there are lots of times when, for example, you're driving or you're just walking down the street, speaking to someone on the phone, where it's not really practical or not safe, obviously in the case of driving, to actually send somebody a message or direct somebody, into your link, because you can't remember the link. It's too complicated. So what we've done is, and for everybody that's got a chatbot live today, this is already set up, and I'll show you at the end how you can get your code. In fact, we'll also message everybody as well at the end of today, so you've got your code. At the end of the day, what this is that you'll have a unique code, and typically it's your initials plus a 2-digit number, where you can give that code to somebody. So let's say you're driving along, you're back, you're driving back home after a day out, a day at work, whatever, and you're just following up with people that are interested in earning some more money, or they said they're interested in earning more money, or you're following up with people, or you're speaking to people. All you simply need to do is to have them go to the CashFX Global Partners page and send a message, and then they simply message your code, and that's it. So literally 4 characters, they send that message in, and it automatically triggers your chatbot. So they don't need to go to a link. They don't need to scan a QR code. Literally, they just put in those 4 characters, and it will instantly reply back. So you could be on the phone. If that person says, look, yeah, I'm in, I want to sign up, what do I do? You could literally say, brilliant, just message, AB01. The platform instantly replies back. One of the first things they get when it replies back is they see the sign up now button. And they click on that button, all the while you'd have had notifications coming through to your phone, so you'd have seen that it's working and it's happening, and they'll be able to click the sign up now button, and the chatbot will then guide them through the rest of the process on how they can come on board. So you never have to miss an opportunity. You never have to say, oh, let's speak to you later. Can we schedule a call, or I'll pull over and I'll message you the link now. You never even have to do that. You can literally bring them in there and then. To give you an idea, I was using this last year skiing, and I was sometimes sitting on a chairlift and I'm talking to somebody, and basically it was easier for me just to give them a code that they message the page rather than take my gloves off and try and type a code with cold hands on a phone that I may well drop into the snow 40 foot below us. It was easier for me just to give them a code than risk, losing my phone or my gloves high up on the mountain. So there's lots of applications to this, not just if you happen to be driving, believe me. So you can be walking around, out and about, and you just simply need to tell them where to go, what to do, and you can stay on the phone whilst they're doing it. So that the process is working, and there and then they're signing up. You're not going to miss that sale. So that covers the three ways in which people can join the business, but there's three ways in which you can promote your chatbot link. What I'm going to cover off with you now is 3 different ways a prospect can join CashFX, and this is really very much designed so that you can understand how the platform works when it's engaging with your link. Oops, just pressed the button too quick. How the platform works when they engage with your link. So we're going to go through each of these in turn. Top fans in the middle, and then we'll talk about the global partners on the right hand side. So with the top fans, so essentially we want the top fans to benefit from organic signups, from people who are coming to the page who are simply saying, how do I get started? How can I join? Or they're seeing posts on the page because they're being shared into groups or on people's walls, all that kind of stuff. Just organic traffic, visitors, eyeballs coming to the page. So we want the top fans to benefit from that. Ordinarily, if you're running your own Facebook page, you're probably not getting enough engagement for people to really notice your page particularly. But when you've got all of us working together as a big community, then we have the additional benefit of just that organic traffic taking note of the page. I mean, as Justin said, we've had this page live now for about 3 weeks, and we've got approaching 1,000 people who have already liked the page. And you only have to look at the comments and the interactions on the page. There's insane levels of engagement on the page, and that's all down to you guys, the top fans already on the page. Now, what we're looking to do here then is link automatically the sign-ups that are coming through into what's called a rotator bot. And the rotator bot essentially allows us to connect together lots and lots and lots of individual chat bots and then connect them all together into that rotator bot. And it's likely we'll cap it at 100 simply because otherwise it will just slow down the way it works. So if you imagine there's 100 people connected into that rotator bot, and there's 100 signups coming in, it will just distribute those signups evenly across all of the people who are connected into the rotator bot. So I know there's a lot of people excited about that. If in hearing this now, and tell me if you're excited about it, because it's going to get even more excited in a minute. So just let me know that you can hear us and you're excited. Just put a yes into the chat for that. Yeah, okay.
I think they like the top fans feature, bro.
I think they like the top.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So pay attention, guys, because I was actually blown away by the statistics. So Stuart's going to add some statistics, I think, of top fans. Who are the top fans? The requirement, I mean, I'll just tell you right now, the requirement to be a top fan is not just to engage in the page. You've got to have the bot, or you can't be involved in the advertising. So, but I was kind of surprised as to some of the data you had released, Stuart.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you into a minute, but just a quick shout out. There's Kim, Gail, Brian, Leroy, Kent, William, Jonathan, Jerome, Bjorn.
Oh yeah.
J.R. McKinney.
Donna says, sorry, which page? Donna, it's the CashFX. It's the global partners powered by the Power Team.
You guys
So
are so
CashFX, I think its title is CashFX Global Partners, right?
That's right, CashFX Global Partners. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll give you. You'll see the name and the cover photo to the page in a moment, Donna. So let's take you into it. So let's take you into some of the stats. So who would like to know whether you're a top fan and you're in the rotator right now? Who would like to know whether you're basically in scope for that? let's not keep you hanging on too much. Yes, some of you already know you might be in. So let's show you the list. Here's the list I went through earlier. So there's 30 of you right now who are in scope for that. And you can see how long you've been a top fan for as well. So you guys are all right now in scope for being added into the rotator. We're going to have this done by the end of the week, where you're effectively got your chatbot locked and loaded into the system. So congratulations to all you guys, because you've basically got the bot and you're a top fan, which is fantastic. Yeah, congratulations, Kent and the other guys there. Jackie, we can let's cover that off in the questions and answers at the end. But what's important is you ask them. Please help us ask some specific questions, because I gave a bit of an overview at the beginning of the call. I don't know if you were on at the beginning of the call.
Is that Jackie? Jackie, listen, I'm going to direct you back to your team there, to Amy. Amy will give you the story behind the bot and why it's valuable for you to have it, and then you can come back and watch this webinar from the beginning.
Awesome.
Let's just address that now.
Yeah, that's cool. Excellent. So look, congratulations.
So hold on, because Jonathan says, I can't believe I'm not in the list. This list is not an extensive list. So Stuart's going to explain that, guys.
Yeah. So if you're not on that list and you bought the chatbot and you know you're a top fan, okay, then let us know, because we'll obviously add you in. One of the reasons why you may not be is your name may be slightly different on the list here versus the name that we have for you in the chatbot. So I know, for example, some people's Facebook profile, your name is slightly different, on your profile versus the name you've used when you bought the chatbot. So we went through and did like a comparison between the two, but at the end of the day, and we went through and checked them and validated them as well. But, so for example, Daniel here, with your name on the chat bot is Dano, because everybody knows you as Dano. But on the other list, you were Daniel. Apologies, I'm not sure how to pronounce your surname, but it's Keo, I think. So at the end of the day, we had to match you, Dano, up to that list manually. But there may well be other people here who know, where you bought the chat bot and you're a top fan. In which case, I'll show at the end how you can reach out to us. And obviously, we'll connect you into the whole roto, no problem at all. So bear with us on that. But this was a start of a 10. So I want to show you why you want to get really excited here, because I had a conversation with Justin earlier this week, and Justin basically outlined to me and to Shane his vision and Luigi and his vision on how they want to help you guys, right? On how they want to help you guys to be able to get free leads and signups into your account through the power of what we're bringing together here. Because this is about bringing people together with technology, very much like Justin said, or we said on the beginning of the slide, high tech, high touch.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting together great technology together with a great group of people that are all sharing the same vision to grow this business together. So Justin shared with me and shared with us what his plans were there. And I just want to show you on one picture of what that looks like. Here it is here. This is what we've got planned for the top fans of the page. And and there's Justin. You like that photo, Justin? I think you were in a pool on a rooftop hotel, I think, weren't you?
Yeah, Luigi's probably somewhere next to me.
He was. I couldn't get you both in, but
that's all right.
So look, Justin, let me hand this back to you for a moment to talk through what you've got planned here and why guys should be so excited about it.
Sure. And so let me reinforce that, because I'm getting messages on both Facebook and here. Stuart's going to show you. Guys, it's completely transparent and 100% fair. We don't pick the top fans. The top fans are generated for your engagement and interaction in the group. The top fan list doesn't end. Okay, and Stuart, you correct me if I'm wrong. The top fan list doesn't end. We can have 1,000 top fans,
Yeah,
but we're not correct, right?
There's no limits on it. The only limit may be on how many top fans we can connect into the bot.
So that's the point I want to make everybody crystal clear on. In order for this to be beneficial, we have to decide where to cap it, and we're capping it at 100. So any given month, we're going to have 100 top fans. That doesn't mean you should stop interacting and engaging with the page. What that means is, I think what we've decided was every 30 days, we're going to basically go through that list, because there is some manual work there, and we're going to see who the top fans are, and we're going to see how long they've been a top fan, because it tells us whether it's 2 days, 2 weeks, or 2 months.
Yeah.
So if you go to the Facebook page, you can click on the top fans link, and you can scroll through, and you can see if you're in that list. Stuart is going to introduce a support channel for all of you. So if you think you're having a technical issue with your bot, or you think it's gotten stuck, or you think there's a bug, or whatever you think the problem is, relax, be patient, take a deep breath, and then utilize the support channel that Stuart's going to introduce later in the call.
Yep.
Go to the Facebook page to see who the top fans are. If you have the bot and you're a top fan, you're going to message the support channel. There it is right there. Shane just dropped the link. Awesome. Shane just dropped the link right in the chat. Shane, I don't know if you could also drop that in the Facebook Live. I don't know if you're on the Facebook Live as well from the group. If not, maybe Luigi or one of you guys can do that from here. If you can copy that support link over to the Facebook Live thread. Basically, just message them and say, hey, listen, I've got the bot. I'm a top fan. Where do I fall in the list? But we're going to be running advertising. First of all, we're already getting organic traffic. I can tell you guys, just after 2 weeks, we're getting messages coming in organically from people that are finding the page on Facebook because of the popularity of this project. And I don't know if you guys saw the post today, but we are at like 8,000 on Alexa. That's massive. Absolutely. It's a little bit higher than that in the general. In fact, I'm going to pull it up real quick, so I want to make sure that I'm accurate, because if not, somebody will surely call me out. 14,895 in the Alexa rankings, one of the highest trending MLM companies in the space right now, which is massive. And so we're already seeing organic traffic come to the page. And so we're going to be running some ads. I'm working on a couple of, I call them magnet ads, magnet videos. For those of you that have worked with me with any extent of the time, you know that when we put a video out like that, it's a 60-second magnet video, and we get a bunch of people that click on the send message button. And so when they click on that send message button, we're going to rotate, not through mine and Luigi's links. We don't even have a chat bot. Haven't even bought one. Haven't even gotten one set up. We're going to be putting your chat bots in there. And your chat bots are going to be the ones that are sending these messages to the people that are hitting that send message button. And then they're going to be given your CashFX link. So we're going to do boosted posts from the page, where we actually invest dollars from our pockets to drive traffic to your business. Guys, nobody's doing this. I mean, listen, we want to provide you guys with a valuable service here because of your hard work and your efforts and your dedication and your focus and your commitment, and the list goes on. And so we're working on a couple of magnet ads, which are videos, as well as some boosted posts. We're going to be piloting some different advertisement campaigns and stuff like that over the next 30, 60 days. Again, this is a long-term vision. Advertising takes time to identify what's working, what's not working, tweak it. But I just want you to know we're excited about this. When Luigi and I told Stuart and Shane what we were doing, they were like, really? Just for the team? That's our commitment, and that's our investment in all of you guys that are out there that have planted your flag with us here at CashFX and are out there, have really partnered with us in this goal to impact 100,000 families this year through this project. So how did I do, Stuart? Pretty good.
That's brilliant. Look, I mean, look, when you first told me this, my immediate reaction to you was, look, this isn't network marketing, right? This isn't even multi-level marketing. You know, what you're creating here and what we're creating here by working together is effectively a sales force. You know, you're effectively empowering all of your team where you can be getting through these notifications on your phone, like you can see on the right-hand side, because essentially we're using the chat bot and the top fans on the page to bridge the Facebook adverts you're running, all the way through to you getting a notification on your phone with a new prospect. And all you've simply got to do is follow up with those guys. Some of those guys will obviously just sign up anyway without you even touching them, right? But obviously, if you're getting these notifications through, you'll convert much higher if you just reach out to that person and help them out, right? So it's fantastic what you're doing here. It really is, Justin. And I'm sure, well, I can see just from the feedback coming from the chat, you know, many of the guys on the call can see how powerful this is, which is really awesome. To see, just to make it clear, if you're going to the page and you want to see whether you're a top fan and who the top fans are, and as Justin said, you know, no one in the team works those out. It's done by Facebook and Facebook's algorithm. Just go to the page and look on the left-hand side where it says community. And when you click on community, one of the main boxes in the middle is top fans. So that's how you can find them. So let me share a bit more of the numbers, because this is some of the numbers that blew Justin away earlier. But yeah, remember this image, because the left-hand side is an advert that Justin's going to be running. And then when someone hits the button that says, you know, find out more or send message or whatever, we will then connect it with all the top fans chatbots on the rotator. And then all of you individually are going to be getting through a message. Before I move to the next slide, Justin, did you want to share what your just numbers? What kind of budget are you looking at? I know no one's going to hold you to this, but what kind of budget have you got in mind on this? Because you shared some numbers with me earlier in the week.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you, real quick, if you can unshare and stay on that slide, I just want to show them in this video exactly where to go for the top fans. And while I'm doing that, I will explain. I just want to give you guys also some numbers. The team and I, and this is a marketing team that I've been working with for 3 years. The team and I have been able to generate some pretty massive numbers when it comes to driving traffic. I mean, we've built hundreds of these bots, nothing like this. And so when I see the conversions we've gotten in the simple bots that we've built, and now we have this Botsy bot, which is on a completely another level. I'm excited because we've driven close to 1 million click-throughs, okay, in the last couple of years. 1 million click-throughs, meaning when people watch that video, they click. They're intrigued enough to click the send message button. That's your first result. We want them to click that button. Then they're going to get into your bot and they're going to be able to go through the different steps of information. Now, Stuart touched on this, and I think we're going to drive the point home in a little bit. This is high tech, but it's also high touch. This bot is not going to do 100% of the work for you. So please, do not walk away from this webinar with the expectation that this thing is going to do 100% of the work, because at the end of the day, people join people. So we're going to be teaching you, and it's a course of trainings. This is not an exhaustive training today, but we're going to be teaching you when somebody clicks into your bot and you get the notification, you know right there, right at that moment, they're thinking about your business. And so with Messenger, you get to build that relationship, right? Who remembers what type of people join people? They join people they know, like, and trust. And so this platform, this bot, gives you the ability to show people that you're who you are, that you're likable, and to build some trust with you. And so it's about that high touch, which is combined with the high tech. And so we're going to be teaching you that. But we're excited because we've driven millions of clicks. We've seen thousands of people go through the bots. We've seen hundreds and, actually thousands of conversions when you think about all of the other businesses that we've helped. We've built bots for health and fitness companies, training gyms and stuff. And so, but I just want to show you. So the budget, we're going to start off with a budget probably somewhere around $100 a day, and we run a pilot. So we'll run a couple of different ad sets, and those ad sets will spend about $100 a day. Again, that's coming out of our pocket. It's not coming out of your pocket. Once we can identify which ads are bringing us the right results we want to see, we can then scale those ads up. Once we start to see that conversions are coming through and everything is working the way we want, we could really scale this thing. There really is no limit. But that's what we're doing for you guys. Now, if you come over here to the page and you click on this word community over here, you're going to see the top fans, and you can click on this see all. So this is where you're going to go, and you can see, so Mario is a new top fan, Abraham is a new top fan, Stefan is a new top fan. As you scroll down through the list, you have DJ top fan for 1 week, right? See more, and you'll see this list. It's a long list. Now, here's the strange thing that Stuart mentioned. There are people in here that are engaging on a daily basis, and you haven't purchased the bot. It's $20 a month. I got 3 messages last night from new members that said, how do I introduce this business to my prospects? Where do I send them? You send them to the bot. It's $20 a month. If you have some crypto laying around, you can pay $200 for the year and get 12 months for the price of 10. So you get a little more bang for your buck. But there are literally people in here that are a top fan that are going to miss out because you don't have the bot. And then there are people that bought the bot that aren't a top fan. So don't panic. If you didn't see your name in Stuart's list, don't look for a brown paper bag, because you're going to miss out on something because you're not. Shane just gave us the link to the support. Simply send a message. Hey guys, I know that I'm a top fan. I went and checked. I just want to make sure that I'm plugged in, and we'll keep you guys posted when those ads start. If we need you to help us with some traction on those ads by commenting on there, we want to make sure that those comments are not over the top or hypey. I mean, this is gonna be done very professional, because that's what CashFX. We're a professional organization. We're not a hype. We just need people to take a look. I don't know, my mind is just drifting. And one of the things I wanted to let you guys know that we're going to be adding, and I don't know why we didn't do this from the beginning, but Stuart, I showed Stuart and Shane are members with us. They've been involved in the project for a while. Their focus is obviously building their bots, but they're making money just like all of you are from CashFX. And Stuart says, one of the main objections I get is, how can we verify that the trades are real? And so I showed these guys the back office, and Stuart hadn't seen before that we now have the MT4 and the live trades. And so one of the things he's going to be adding, your prospects are going to be able to actually click on a button, and it's going to launch right in the messenger. Check this out, guys. It's going to launch right in the messenger, the MT4 app, so they can see the actual transparency of the trades. So just a little sidebar note there. Here's where you go again to get the top fan list. I'm going to go ahead and kill that. I'm going to come back over here. Stuart, you can pull your screen back up and continue to go through. If I need to add anything else to that, just let me know.
Okay, cool. Let me just put myself back to where I'm supposed to be. There we are. Yeah, that's brilliant. So you should be able to see my screen again.
Yep. And all of you guys that are asking, I'm just joining. First of all, shame on you. We're 51 minutes into a webinar. Second of all, yes, we're going to have a recording so that this will get kicked out so that you guys can come back. I know we're covering a lot of information, and so it might take you, a couple of times to let everything sink in and figure out where to go. So the recording will be shared today. Actually, let me take a screenshot of this slide real quick. because I like this slide, and it'll probably be the thumbnail. So, okay, back to you, buddy.
Okay, excellent. So let me show you those fans that are eligible to be added into the rotators. You mentioned those people, Justin, that ultimately, just need to do one thing, and you can be added into the rotator like now. So essentially,
So these are all of the people that are top fans but don't have the chat bot.
correct. Yeah. So
Holy cow!
there's 40 people there. Okay. So what are they going to be doing? Let me show you. Look, at the end of the day, it's for $20 a month. I mean, it's nuts.
Stay on that screen for a second.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm just gonna put here thumbnail for bot webinar. Hang on. Let me get this this one saved here. And I'm gonna take a quick screenshot of this. All right, back to you.
Superb. So I wouldn't be doing my job properly if I didn't show you the different ways in which you can buy into, not buy into, how you can connect into a chatbot. So I've shown you earlier on how you can promote your chatbot to promote CashFX. So let me show you those 4 ways. There's actually one extra way I've added here. So these are the ways in which you can buy the chatbot. But actually, we're using exactly the same, if you like, methodology for you to be able to promote your CashFX business through your chatbot. So just to recap, you can buy through a link. In our case, it's cashfxglobalpartners.com / instead of like your name, it's buy bot. When you do that, it will simply open up a bot that we have that sells you the bot. We've created a bot that sells a bot. Why would we not use a bot to do that job, right? Secondly, you can scan this QR code. Literally get your phone out, scan that QR code, and it will open up the same chatbot. Thirdly, so much in the same way where you might be sitting driving along in your car and someone says, hey, they want to join your CashFX business, and you give them your code. Actually, you can just type the words buy bot in the messenger and message that to the page, and it will reply back with exactly the same response as if you've done 1 or 2. And then the third way, which I'll show you at the end, because we're going to be really expanding the menu, is that there's a menu at the bottom of the page, and you don't normally see this on a normal page. You certainly don't see it on a personal profile. But we've got a menu at the bottom where you can click on a button that says order chatbot, and it will do exactly the same thing as the 3 above. So it makes it super easy to get the bot. But we're using, like I said, we're walking the talk. We're using exactly the same technology here as you guys are getting in order to promote your CashFX account. Works in exactly the same way. We've just created a custom version for explaining how the bot works. So that's really what we're about. Okay, so I went back. Let me just kind of rewind, because I know we've covered a lot here. I just want to rewind to this slide. So I've covered off number 1 now around how top fans work. Let's just take you through the middle step here as to what that means. So step 2. So step 2 here. This is ultimately around the first way people join via the rotator, via whether it be through the page directly or through adverts. That's the organic traffic, or it could be organic or paid. The second way is, and obviously I've covered this already, so I'm not going to go into all the different methods, is where people are joining directly via your chatbot. So that was one of the 3 methods that I outlined earlier in the presentation, and I've just shown you a few of those just now on around how you can buy the bot. It's the same principle. And the key thing is you get the notification for every person that enters your chatbot. So that's what you're seeing on your phone. Doesn't matter what you're doing, where you are, you'll get that notification through on your phone. If you haven't got the Messenger app, obviously download it. You need that to really take full advantage of this. So why is this important? Well, at the end of the day, this is the obvious way in which people can join the business through your link. And there's other resources that we've pulled together here as well to make this easier. So essentially, we've set up a file that you can access and save. It's basically called Chatbot Tracker, and you can save this onto your own Excel if you're using Excel, or you can save it for free onto your own Google Sheets. It is set up as a template, but we give the link to you to access to save it. And essentially you can then just save that as a template onto your own Gmail account. And it's really simple because it's set up so you can print it out, so that literally you can just have this printed out as like an A4 sheet. And all you simply need to do is to write a list of the people who you've reached out to, and add their, the dates and stuff. And as soon as you then get a notification through on these different stages, and these correspond to stages in the platform, you can then be just ticking off that person's gone to that stage. So it just makes it really easy for you to plan how you follow up with people. And when it's in this kind of format, you can filter them. So you can say, well, give me everybody that's gone to stage 1 and no further. And then you can then message those people, give them a kick up the backside if they've said they're interested in the opportunity and then they've not done any more than go to stage 1. Well, you can say, hey, why have you not looked at that anymore? Equally, if you've got people that have gone to stage 3 where they've looked to actually sign up, but they've not actually bought into the business, you've not had a notification through from CashFX to say they've actually signed up, well, you can get back to those people. Maybe they've got some objections you want to overcome. So we make it really, really easy for you to manage that follow-up, because it's all about just looking at those notifications that come through and using this as a way of managing it.
Hey, let me just jump in real quick and apologize. Whoever it was that reached out to me and said, hey, where's that tracking sheet that I saw to like track the leads? And I said, there is no tracking sheet. I completely apologize. I missed this. This is awesome. It's like an internal CRM for you
Yes.
to keep track of your folks. So for those of you that like to write this stuff down and see, creating your lists, this is awesome right here. This is the first time seeing it. So again, it's just more value for $20 a month.
Yeah, absolutely. And we didn't even mention this when we first shared this, Justin. So that's why you weren't aware of it. But at the end of the day, you can access this if you go into the menus. So you literally click on the 3 horizontal lines, and you can get this via your phone or on the computer. If it's on your computer, it has like sub menus under existing team. If it's on your phone, it just has a big long list. But you'll find one of those options there is chatbot onboarding. And, I said right at the beginning, this platform, the way we set this platform up is it's like you've got a membership site. So who's bought a product before now where you bought the product and the first thing it did was send you through an email with your password? And then you had to click on that link to activate it and then change your password. Who's bought a product like that in the past? Just put, yes in the chat if you've done that before, where you've literally bought a product where they've sent you your login and password. Just put a yes in. Yeah. So Brian, absolutely. I'm sure there's loads of you have done this, right? We've all brought products like this. Peter, Leroy, awesome. So what we've done here is we've effectively negated. There's no need for you to ever have a login or password, because essentially you're logged into Facebook, you're logged into Messenger. The platform knows who you are, and it knows that you've bought the chatbot. So when you go to chatbot onboarding, you'll find that because you've bought the chatbot, where you bought the chatbot, it will automatically follow up and personalize its response back to you. If you haven't bought the chatbot, by the way, if you go to chatbot onboarding, it will actually say, buy the chatbot here. It will know that you haven't bought it yet and say, here's where you need to go to buy it. So the bottom line is that you don't need to have a login and password, but it is like a membership site we've created here, and we're gonna basically grow this so that you can access more and more quality stuff directly in the inbox of the CashFX Global Partners page. So that's what we set up for you. Obviously, that makes it easier for you to follow up, and like Justin said, it's like a CRM effectively. So let's go to the third level. So this is kind of where it gets really interesting, but it's also where you really need to pay attention to understand what we're talking about here, right? So there will be people who come through your chatbot and choose not to sign up there and then, right? Can we all agree that's going to happen? Not everybody buys straight away, do they?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they want to just suss it out. They want to see what results are coming in. They're going to like the page. They're going to see the posts that people are sharing across the internet, and see your post, they'll see probably your friends' post, their friends' post. So they'll kind of just keep an eye on what CashFX is doing. But here's the thing, folks. If
Pay
you've
attention. Pay attention.
if you've had that person come in to your link or to your QR or to your keyword trigger where they've come into your chatbot, like right at the top end of the chatbot. So I'm not talking about interacting with, with random stuff, that's being shared on the page, but I'm talking about them coming in via your prospect. So where you get the notification, right? If they have done that and they don't interact with anybody else's chatbot, right? Because they've already done that. But they keep on looking at the results. They keep on looking at the live feed. They keep on looking at the kind of social proof that's building up on Facebook and stuff. At any point in the future where they decide to sign up via the chatbot, via the page, or anywhere, right? Your link is still embedded into that prospect's profile.
Repeat that.
Your link, your sign-up link, is still embedded in that prospect's profile. So if nobody else has touched that person, if you like, since, nobody else has brought them into their chatbot, but they're still checking it out. They're still looking at the content that's been shared. They're still seeing images. They're still seeing, the fact the business is still paying out regularly, all that kind of stuff, right? At whatever point they come to the page and say, I want to sign up, the system knows that you previously brought that person in. If they come to any other area of the page and they say they want to join the business and they come in to sign up, ultimately the chatbot remembers that you were the person that referred that person in previously, and therefore it won't put them into the rotator, right? It actually does a check. It checks to see whether they've been part of the, they've come into the chatbot before. It checks to see whether there's basically like a sign-up link embedded into their profile. And where there isn't a sign-up link embedded in their profile, where there isn't the sign-up link, it will then put them into the rotator. Where there is a sign-up link and it's yours, it comes straight into your business. It's your sign-up.
Beautiful.
So you haven't lost the sale, right? That's powerful.
Very powerful. Because they're going to be clicking on all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
So when they come back into that and it clicks and they realize I'm ready to join CashFX, they're going to remember, hey, I had a conversation with some guy about that. Most likely they're going to come back to that spot and they're going to be signing up under your link. Now, again, high tech, high touch. And I'm going to bring Dano on here in a second. I'm going to let you get through the next point, and then we're going to bring Dano on. And I want Dano to talk a little bit about what he just had come through his chat bot immediately and how he handles it.
Okay, that's awesome. So we've got a few more slides, but ultimately, I'm glad you guys love this. I'm seeing like wow and awesome and brilliant, awesome. I mean, I'm glad you guys see how powerful this is, because this doesn't exist otherwise. You lose these sales otherwise. These guys will then go to Google and find somebody, or they'll reach out to the last person that may have shared something on their wall. And at the end of the day, it's you lose the sale, right?
I'm just going to answer one quick question because I see it. Ryan Dixon says, can you put a link to the bot to the Power Team Facebook group? No, Ryan, we're not going to do that because that group is a free-for-all group. You want to maintain the relationship between that prospect, and there's a good chance if you drop that prospect in that group before you have a relationship or have them sign up, gives them an opportunity to sign up with somebody else. Now, if you have a relationship formed with that prospect, you may say, hey, listen, we've got a private group over here set up with all of the CashFX members, and so you can see some of the testimonials and you can see some of the upgrades. Is it okay if I add you to that group? And so that's probably how I would handle that if I were you.
Yeah, that makes sense. So on the subject of groups and the fact that this is just a starting point in terms of helping you guys understand and utilize this kind of technology, what we've done is, in what Botsy have done, we've created a group which is called the Botsy Academy, and this group will basically be available purely for chatbot customers, and essentially then it will be a place where you can come and we'll run additional training sessions. We'll give case studies. We'll answer questions and help you guys in other ways. So essentially, for your $20 a month, you'll get access not just to the platform, the chatbot platform, and the swipe files and all the other stuff that we're doing here and the advertising that Justin's really doing, all that sort of thing, you're also getting access to a private members area for customers, for you guys, to help you really embed this into your CashFX business. There'll be other people in that group as well. It won't just be exclusively for one company. This is where we bring all, customers in waves, if you like. But we'll be starting off bringing you guys, CashFX guys, into that as the first wave, so to speak.
Yeah.
Final thing to cover off here that I want to cover off that I talked about at the beginning. So this is around being able to submit that support request. We've basically got. And again, this is embedded into the chat bot, so I can show you before we finish the call where you can go, so you can see how easy it is. But you can effectively submit that request and explain what the problem is, and then it goes into a proper ticketed system. We're using a platform called Zendesk, and that way you can get the help and support you need to be able to utilize this stuff and really take full advantage of it. Alongside that, there's also a knowledge base which will be going out as well. So where there's kind of frequently asked questions that people have, we're building that out. So people often have questions around, how they pay and all this sort of stuff. That's all there. Sometimes when people pay, they accidentally pay twice. So we refund, obviously, the extra one they've paid. So all those kind of questions are answered there. We're a serious business, and obviously we're serious about helping you guys. I've talked about pricing, or Justin talked about pricing. One, it's $1997 a month, US dollars, or you can save 2 months and get it for $197 for the whole year. There's no contracts on that. There's no lock-in on that, and we can accept payments in either Bitcoin or debit credit card. If you pay monthly, it is just debit credit card. That's how that works. Justin, do you want to bring Dan in, because we've got a few slides here.
Yep. Dan, you want to unpop your camera there? If you want to unshare your screen for a minute for me there, Stuart. I want to do a quick introduction. This is Dano. Dano is in Calgary, Canada. Dano he comes to the table with a really good amount of sales and marketing experience. And so let me go ahead and just, if you could unshare for me, Stuart, that would be great. Dano comes with many years of sales and marketing experience, and so I know that when Dano was one of the first people I sent this to, and he was blown away, right, Dano?
Oh, just fantastic! Next level stuff, Justin.
He messaged me immediately. He said, "When is it ready?"
Yeah,
that was.
I think I bugged you like every couple of days. I'm like, "Are you giving me this bot yet?" Or giving me this bot yet?
So what I'm going to have Dano do is Dano's going to share his screen and literally has just come up with somebody that has opted into the bot. And so Dano's going to share a screen, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about how to utilize the tool the right way.
All right, here we go. All right, guys, everybody can see that? Thumbs up?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so this goes back to March 9th. The good thing with this is that I get notifications every single day. Now, for those of you who know me, I do as many posts as I can on social media. I actually use Snapchat. I got a lot of followers on Snapchat because of my video blog. So anywhere that I can send my links, I'm putting them out there. So just to show you, like, I can scroll down here, and these are all stage 1s, stage 2s, that are like literally coming into my bot for like the last month and so, and I can scroll all the way down. So I'll just go all the way down here, and all of these, and you can see like this guy clicked right away. This guy here, Kamal, randomly clicked, and then I click on his picture there, and there he is. And I reached out to that guy, and he's like, Dan, I've never seen anything like this. What are you doing? And I had a fantastic conversation with him, and he ended up going to stage 3. Which is right here. So the bot sends me CashFX potential sign up. Stage 3, your contact has clicked the sign up button for this project. So then I reached out to him again. I said, hey, what do you think about the info? This is fantastic. This is everything I need to know. And I'm like, do you have any questions? Like, no, I pretty much answered all the questions that I need. So just to give you guys a quick idea, I mean, people are just coming in here, and they're cycling through the swipes in every single stage of this bot. And it's pretty, it's so automated that it takes all the work away. Whether you're in sales or not, I'm telling you, this is just a magnificent piece of machinery here. Now, just here we go all the way down. This guy just came in, and you can see the timestamp, 10:56 a.m., and we're at 11:11. So this was like literally less than 20 minutes ago. This guy came in, and he subscribed, and then bang. So he clicked the sign up button, and I haven't reached out to him yet. And he clicked it again, and he clicked it again. So he's definitely cycling through, checking out everything.
You want to take it to the next level?
Absolutely,
You want to give him a quick call on Messenger and see if he picks up?
Can I do that like right from this?
Not from the computer, but you can do it from your mobile phone if you want.
Absolutely. Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to pull up your mobile phone. You should see him in your Messenger, I believe.
Yeah, what you'd have to do is search that person's name, and then when you see the results coming back in Facebook, you'd then look for that person's profile.
All right, hold on. I'll do it right here. I'll just do it on my phone. It's easier.
Yeah, it's probably easiest. I mean, he's clicked the sign up button, so maybe just call and say, hey man, I noticed you're on the CashFX page looking to get started. I've got a few minutes. I can help you get started right now.
There he is.
Let's just see what he says. Yep. So that, guys, that's the whole idea of getting their profile picture. So when you search for them on Facebook, you can see who they are. You go to the send message button, you hit the phone, you give them a call. This is easy, guys. You can do this. Some of you are like, you mean I got to call people?
Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if he picks up.
Let's see.
We don't waste time.
No.
He's not answering.
That's okay. And he might not because he doesn't know you. So I would just send him another personal message right now and say, hey, it's Dano. I noticed you were on the CashFX site, and I just had a few minutes, and I wanted to reach out, see if you needed some help to get started. That's what I would say, guys. I would pick up the phone. I would call him. I would say, hey, it's Justin over here. You have his name. I would say, hey, is this Joe? And he's going to say, yeah. I'm saying, hey, man, I noticed you just landed on the CashFX website to get started, and I have a couple of minutes.
Yeah. He says, I don't have much data for the call. I'm like, no worries. So this is I'm in contact with him right now. This is awesome, right?
So Dano's link is out there to the chat bot. The guy literally opted in. He saw what he liked. He went to the sign up. He's on the guy's website. Dano is going to walk him through getting started or answer his questions, engage with him, build a relationship with him. Guys, yeah. This is what it's all about, guys.
Just a feed.
Stuart's got a big smile on his face.
Yeah. And you know, one thing I want to say about Stuart, when we first launched the bot, I reached out to him with some troubleshooting stuff. Stuart, and thanks for getting me all set up and everything like that. So the support for Botsy and Stuart and his team are awesome, right? So if there's any issues, he has a very solid team behind him. And I think you messaged me back within 30 minutes of me messaging you. So I do appreciate that, Stuart.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah, no problem. And just to feed off that, Justin, before you get me off of here, it is all about a relationship. I really don't believe, I don't really just send out links on Messenger or stuff like that. If somebody clicks the link, start a conversation. Hey, you know, I see that you clicked on the link. You probably got a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
You know, what did you think about all the information? By the way, my name is Dano, and so on and so forth. So get them to go back to your profile. Let them know you're a real person. You're not just a bot sending a bot.
Yep.
And that's the main thing, because every single day I get so many pressure links. Like all I do is they send me these links. They don't even say hello, hoping that I'm going to click their business link. Like we don't do business that way. We have to take it to a whole different level.
People join people they know, like, and trust.
Correct.
I'm going to give you another, guys, this is gold. I mean, this is gold. This is your initial touch base. Hey man, you know, I see you clicked on the link and you're taking a look at the business. I understand that trust is earned and not given. I understand that you don't know me from Adam. And so what I want to do here over the next couple of days is help you to earn my trust and see that I'm real. I'm here in Jacksonville, Florida. I have married. I have 3 children. We're working with a real company that has real products and real technologies. And I want you to be able to see that for yourself. Write that down, guys. Trust is not given. It's earned. and you just want to take your prospect through the same process you went through. When I joined this company, I didn't know who were behind it, and I didn't know if I could trust them either. And so I want you to have that same opportunity to be able to trust the people behind this project. Very simple, guys. You guys can do this. You have the technology now in your hands. We have the project, the company, the owners, the people behind it. And now all you have to do is believe in yourself enough to be able to start touching base with these people. Jackie says, where do I post? How do I post? There's so many different ways for you to do it. Pictures, you can get your swipes, you can post content. I just released again. Guys, if you have not gone through my my Facebook blueprint, I'm telling you right now, people say, Justin, how do I do it? Guys, if I had to start all over right now and my goal was to make $100 a day, I would follow my blueprint. I would get that document out. I would say, okay, what do I need to do? I need to make a commitment for 90 days, and I need to follow it every day for 90 days. Here's the problem. So many of you want to make $100 a day, but you don't want to have to work every day. People think that CEOs spend the most time off when Stuart will tell you, him and Shane are, I don't know what their titles are, but they're the founders of Botsy. They work 18 hours a day. You know, I've had the ability in my life to work directly with 3 visionary CEOs, guys that I would put up there with Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos. When I say visionaries, and these guys work 20 hours a day. And so the blueprint is in the Facebook group. It's under the file section. It tells you how to create a laser targeted, we call them itchy buyers. That means you're building a Facebook list of 5,000 people that you don't have to convince. They're coming into your life ready to make money. And all you have to do is put out valuable content. And when they reach out to you for that valuable content, you know where you send them? To your bot. Say, listen, we've got this great tool. I'm going to share a link with you. Take your time. I understand trust is earned, not given. Go through all of the information. You can see the transparency. I'm here as soon as you have questions. Here's the beautiful thing. You see them opt into your bot. They may get busy. That doesn't mean they're not interested. That means they have a life. And so tomorrow you may get stage 1. They opted in. Ooh, don't panic. Relax and do what? Just follow the process, you guys. But again, what happens is people see a little success. They get a couple of opt-ins. They get a sale, and they take the foot off the gas. 90 days, consistently follow the blueprint, plug in. These guys have been great. The support channel is brand new. I'm going to let Shane talk a little bit about the support tickets and anything else he wants to address. I love the background, brother. The coins back there. Dano, thanks for sharing. That's what I would have done. I would have picked up the phone. I would have called the guy, and Dano's going to have a conversation with that gentleman, and he's going to help him understand the business, see where he's at financially, what he might be able to get started with. And I can go on for days, so I'm going to give it over to Shane and Stuart and then I'll close it up when you guys are ready.
Yeah, thanks, Justin. Thanks, Dano. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, so as you know, we've been working very heavy behind the scenes, especially myself and Stuart, to really bring everything to an organized state. And going to the Zendesk, we've been working hard on that, and it's still a work in progress. But what we essentially have now is a centralized ticketing system, which is a world-class ticketing system. If you don't know Zendesk. And essentially, we're building up our FAQs. You'll see on the page that we've got a lot of FAQs, but there's a lot more to be put on there. So be patient with that. We're going to be improving on that and adding to that. And in addition, most important thing is that you can get in touch with us in a centralized fashion. So on the top right side of the support area is a submit a request. So that's the bottom line. If your answers are not your questions are not answered in the FAQs at this very moment, by all means, get in touch with us, create a ticket, and we'll deal with the tickets as they come in. And we're very responsive. We're bringing on more and more support in general, developers, customer service, etc., etc. And you know, our mission here is to be the go-to chatbot company in the network marketing industry. That is where we are now, and is where we're always going to remain. So we're very targeted. We understand what the requirements are in network marketing MLM, and we're always going to over-deliver. We're always going to over-deliver. You know, under promise and over-deliver. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Shane. That's
Appreciate
very
it.
good. And let me just finish up with sharing my phone, because I mentioned at the beginning that I want to just show you the menu side of things, because this really does make things so easy for you guys to get started with us. So I'm just sharing my screen now. Let me know when you can see that. Yeah, it looks like that's coming through. So this is basically looking at the CashFX Global Partners page. As you can see, I'm getting notifications through around people looking to buy the bots. So Nat and Miles and others, awesome. But what I want to show you, if you click on the bottom right-hand corner on the phone, you can see the horizontal lines. So this is where the menu opens up. So originally we had this with Discover More, Connect One-on-One, Join Our Team. So those are all geared towards prospects, for people that want to find out about the business. The Discover More takes you right in at the top of the chat bot, so that would go into the rotator. However, if they've already clicked on your chatbot link before, it wouldn't go into the rotator. It would be diverted through to your bot. Same applies to Connect One-on-One and Join Our Team. If you were the last person that interacted with that prospect through the chatbot, they would see your contact details there. And Join Our Team, it would go to stage 3. You'd get a notification through, just like Dano showed you a minute ago. But you've got other options here. So if you want to order the chatbot, you can literally just scroll here and click on the order chatbot, and it takes you in. You can go through that whole thing and see a bit more about how it works, and you can go through and pay. You can access your swipe files there, and you've got the onboarding, and then at the bottom you've got for both messaging support, raising a support ticket, and the private Facebook group. So for example, if you've got a very quick question, what's happening at the minute, because the main page, as in the CashFX Global Partners page, is literally full of notifications like this, isn't it, Justin? You guys are just getting absolutely, shall we say, hammered with notifications of all the interactions going on with the bot. It means if someone asks a question, in a chatbot related question, to the page, to the CashFX Global Partners page, it gets lost very easily because there's so much else happening there. So the best thing to do is literally click on message support.
That's new, right? The message support option?
Yeah, you just click on that, and then basically it brings up Botsy.
There you go, guys.
It redirects through to our page, the Botsy Technologies page. So then you can ask whatever questions you want there, and it's a dedicated channel. So sometimes it's not even necessary for us to raise a ticket. We can answer it there and then, directly from the chat. Equally, if you want to raise a ticket, if it's something more important or bigger, it needs more kind of investigation, whatever, you click raise support ticket. Again, it replies back. Click raise a ticket. This is now redirecting through to Zendesk. It might be a bit slow, but I know it's come up pretty quick. And basically, fill out the box here, put your details in, and click submit. Add any files if you need to. Let's say, for example, I know some people have had a problem with their QR code. Well, upload your QR code there, so we've got it, and then we can test it for you. But make sure you're giving the name and your details. Ideally, as it's recorded on our system already, so we can keep it all tracked, etc. But all of that's there. The Facebook group, I'm not sure if we've got the link of that live yet. I think it might be. Let's just have a look. So we've got this private Facebook group. No, it's not live yet. So, but we've got it set up. And all of this is validated against whether you're a customer. So if you've bought the chatbots, let's go to chatbot onboarding, because I know some of you guys are asking about where can I find my QR code, right? So what it says is, it knows right now that you're accessing an exclusive area. And if you bought the chat bot, it replies with a unique code. And that unique code is tied to your profile. And so therefore has your links tied to it, your chatbot links, your chatbot QR codes, all that kind of stuff. So if you're a customer, it comes back with that. If you're not a customer, it knows you're not a customer. So it will give you the opportunity to buy the chatbot at that point in time. So all I'm going to do now, just to show you how it works and what happens, just reply back with that code. It's not case sensitive. And the chatbot will then reply back. So now that's done that, let's just reduce that down. So now it's replied back. So here, you always have this image at the top, the chatbot delivery. And then essentially, let's just move the bit out of the way. So if you're looking for your QR code, for example, click on the middle option, ways to promote, because a number of people have asked that. And the reason why it doesn't say QR code, because there's more stuff here than just the QR code. So click on ways to promote, and then you've got your chatbot QR code as the top option. So click on that, and then you've got both the simple QR code and the QR code in the image. So click on that, and you can literally grab that. If you press and hold it, you see it says the options more. You can save it. If you want to go back, and a lot of people, by the way, don't realize this. You don't realize you can just scroll back up to a previous option. So I could go right back up to the top if I wanted to and say, well, what's the bonus features? Where's my links? You can scroll back up the list to a previous button and trigger that response, and it will follow up with you. So you say, okay, where's my links? Obviously, it's already given me my link there, but let's just go back to that. So now it's giving you your main bot link. It's allowing you to test the link. And notice too, you've got these options. So this one goes to the previous menu, it goes up one level. Sometimes it goes all the way back up to the top. So you can navigate up and down, left, right. You're in like a membership site here. Just think of this as like a website. And you'll find, like I said, your QR code in the image here. So this is where you can save it on your phone. Some reason that's thinking about it. I'm not sure why, but oh, there we are. It's probably because we're on Zoom. So here, that's the full image. Again, you can save it, etc. So that's how you can access that. All of that is accessed through chatbot onboarding. So now you can find this really easily. You don't have to remember anything. Just find it in the menu at the bottom. We're going to be adding more stuff in here, by the way, guys. So for example, we're going to be adding in here the testimonial video that you guys have produced at CashFX. Justin earlier on mentioned the live feed, right?
Yeah.
Now we're going to be adding this in at the bottom here, right? So think of it like this. You've got somebody that's come into your chatbot where you know, because you've had that notification through and you've been in touch with them. You can now say to them, look, you can say to them, look, have you got your phone handy? You go, yeah. Well, you say, great. Open up the menu at the bottom, go down here, and then you can show them that they can click on the live feed. They can click on the live feed, and it will basically show them the live feed across multiple currency pairs. And we're basically linking this into the actual live feed on YouTube. Yep. So the actual live feed that the company puts inside the back office. So essentially, all this stuff is there at your fingertips, so that if you're speaking to somebody, let's say they've got questions and you want to overcome those objections, you can say, well, no problem. Have a look at the testimonials. Again, you know where it is. It's accessible here. And they look at the testimonials. They go, wow, that's awesome. I didn't realize, just how fantastic this company is. When they've done that, they can click on join our team, and then that's now coming in via your link. Yeah. Or
Leroy Lawson says this is nuts.
Yeah, it is nuts, right? Definitely
nuts.
Or the other thing you do, if you want to be, let's say this person, it's not like the example Dano showed you where you've just connected with them. Let's say you connected with them a month ago. You would say, no problem. You would say, and they're not sure if this link's set up right, but you would basically have them type in the code. I told you about you can type in a code, it triggers your bot. You just say type in your code. So you give them your code, and that way you're guaranteed to know they're going to sign up for your link. I don't think that's an active code, by the way, but just showing you for example. So you'd give them your code, and boom, they'd go straight into it. The first thing they'd be able to do is sign up. Oh, actually, it is an active code. So look, you give them your code, and there's the sign up button. They
Boom.
click on the sign up button, they're in.
They're in.
Right. And there you go, sign up here. And they click through, and it's done. That's going to go through to the CashFX page. And you'd be able to see that you're the sponsor, or they'd be able to see that you're the sponsor.
Well, the excitement is through the roof, guys. I mean, Stuart, Shane, I want to thank you guys for taking an hour and a half out of your day. I know you guys are busy building bots. To the CashFX Power Team, this is the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, we have a couple hundred people that have purchased the bot. There's a bunch of you out there that don't have it yet. Get this webinar to your teams. We're going to continue to enhance, like Stuart said, we're going to be adding the live feeds, and we're going to continue to monitor. We're going to be doing the advertising. You don't just have to rely on us. Get out there, get the blueprint, Facebook blueprint, learn how to utilize. You know, some of you are sitting here telling me you're not getting any signups, and I go and look and you have 600 friends on Facebook. And so you have 4,400 openings, 5,000 people. If you have 5,000 people and you're not getting any signups, get rid of 4,000 of them and go get 4,000 new ones. That is a free tool that Facebook allows you to build a list of 5,000 people. Do some lives, Facebook stories, get out in your community. This is network marketing. If you believe in this project, you should be sharing it with everyone. And then you incorporate this tool, which is going to do the telling, part of the selling, and plug in with those guys. I'll go back through and see if there's any other questions. Go to the Facebook group and comment if you have anything going on there. Follow the support, open up your app, get the bot. Again, guys, thank you for taking the time out of your schedule.
Not a problem.
If you can send,
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having me, Justin.
Chat, that'd be awesome, because we can just make sure all the questions get answered there.
Yeah, use the support chat now. So if you have any questions, that's a good question. That's a good statement. Go to your app, go down, contact support, put in any technical issues, any questions, anything at all. These guys are also developing their AI, which is going to help all of our other customers as they come on and they see what is the most relevant questions being asked. This is all next level stuff, guys. And let's take this to the moon. I'm going to wrap it up. I'll have a recording to you guys here in just a few hours.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Justin. Thanks, Dano. Thanks, Sean.
See you guys later.